Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. Going to the running game. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Green. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll pull it down and run. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like a pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Grab behind the line. It's Sategna. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum set.
Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Fair catch called for and made. improving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds space on the right. Off he goes. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive.
He'll take a deep shot here. And the ball is intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play. But there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. Where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. Looking for room. It's Etienne. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Finds his man. It's Lovett. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the Bulldogs will move the sticks with the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lovett. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Beck. He tries to take the top off. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Haas. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football.
And the quarterback is snowed under. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed up old guy. I heard bad things about that guy.
And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes his connection. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
3:25.
On the move, it's Etienne. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. The 20. Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Looking for space. It's Etienne. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
To throw, it's Beck. Getting some heat. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. The very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd and very short here for the offense. On the run, it's Etienne. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And I think that can be really frustrating for a defense. You're in your own end. You want to create some space, 2nd and inches, trying to get physical, but can't get physical enough to get the first down. Now it's 3rd down. What do you do now?
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to pass. It's Green. Buying some time as he moves left. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The Razorbacks have taken it inside the 20. From the gun. Give on the inside. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They're in uncharted territory here. Finally in the red zone. It took the whole first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their feet.
And they got him for the sack. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Might be looking to run. He's not afraid to go deep. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
You know, and that's real demoralizing for the defense, too, because the coverage on that play wasn't terrible. He just threw it in a place where only his guy could make the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence. And
looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's hot. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. With the catch, it's Armstrong. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew
all kinds of running room. Smashes through the tackle. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you can see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Using his legs at CTN. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
They feed him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, those big sticks give everybody juice. When you bring it and you fold somebody up like that on the offensive side of the football, everybody on defense gets excited. That Mike linebacker got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss with authority.
Right down the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Back to pass, it's Green. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, what a move to get room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Get it out on the screen. Open space at the 25. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Steps away to find some room. And is slipped out. How in the world did the offense retain possession? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Green. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. On second and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
The give and tick, 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 tick. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Working that left side now. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Razorbacks inside the final minute, trying to wind this clock to 0. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a...
He wants to take the top off. And he's thrown another interception. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And the quarterback takes a knee. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. 1 win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.